Mine, my book. I mean, the book every chef should read. I don't know, that's a difficult question. It depends where you are, what you do and all that, whether you're a professional or not. But large book, I mean, from The Joy of Cooking here to the Larousse Gastronomique, very classic, you find everything you need in there.
Book every chef should read. This is assuming every chef can read. Art of War.
I mean, it's mandatory that every chef should read On Food and Cooking by Harold McGee. I think it's mandatory. It's the understandings of whys and hows. And if you don't know those things, you're kind of lost. But I think there's a lot of books that really can open your eyes. Why We Eat What We Eat by Raymond Sokoloff. It's how tomatoes got here, chocolate got there, chilies, pasta, grains. I think that's integral. Raymond Sokoloff's Disappearing of American Foods is another really great one. Talks about black walnuts and persimmons and all these things that were classically normal American items that have just vanished. There's a lot of great books out there to read.
Of course, selfishly, I would say Lonesome Dove, because that's my restaurant. But, Food Lover's Companion, it's a dictionary of food.
Well, I like On Food and Cooking by Harold McGee, just because it explains the basic techniques and basic knowledge of what food is. Instead of talking about all chemicals and things like that, it really explains the makeup of each ingredient. So.
I think it's an interesting. This is a left field. Seven Fires. I'm a fan of Francis Maugham, but I haven't seen a book in a lot of years that goes through some brand new techniques in and around the fire. It's actually going back not just 100 years, but 1,000 years, and going kind of super primal with some deep caramelization and long roasted flavors and some things that are like tribal, right? That you would sit around with the tribe and you would spend 8 hours building this fire, and then you'd catch the fish, and then you'd build this inferno, and then you put this whole fish in there in a salt crust, and hours would go by, and it'd be like the unveiling of the Virgin or something. Right. It was just extraordinary.
It's the culture.
Right, it's the whole community of food. That book, not necessarily the recipes are amazing. He's a friend, but I think what it represented, the community of food like that, was extraordinary.